So good morning children, good morning all of you, and today we are going to study A Horse and Two Goats by R.K. Narayan, and this is the fourth video. So this is the fourth video of the story, and in this story we are going to see that what the finally is going to happen. Okay, so page number 64, and we can start after the third video right now. So till now what we have seen children? Till now we have seen that Muni is there and a foreigner is there, and this foreigner what he is doing? He is doing business. He is in the trade of coffee. And Muni, we know he is unemployed, old, poor person. Foreman, he is liking the horse very much. Horse. So there, the statue of horse is also there and soldier is also there. So he is saying soldier I will take next year, but horse now only 100 rupees. Are you ready? So like this, the talk started. Nothing the others interest in his speech, Muni felt encouraged to ask. So now Muni is going to ask, how many children have you? With appropriate gesture with his hand. So with the help of the hand he wanted to show the sign children. So like he is asked. Realizing that a question was being asked, the red man replied, I said 100. So what the man was thinking? The man was thinking that he is selling the statue, so he is asking money. He said 100, which encouraged Muni to go into detail. How many of your children are boys and how many girls? So now Muni started asking that how many are boys and how many girls. So because Muni wanted to know more thing in details. Where are they? Is your daughter married? Is it difficult to find a son-in-law in your country also? So he says that in our country it is difficult little bit to find the son-in-law. So your country also the same thing is there. In answer to this question, the red man dashed his hand into his pocket. So now keeping the hand in the pocket and brought forth his wallet in order to take immediate advantage of the bearish trend in the market. So what was the trend in the market? That you pay the money and then you can convince the people. So he flourished a 100 rupee currency note and said, well, this is what I mean. Now he is showing the money and saying, see, I was speaking this. The old man now realized that some financial element was entering their talk. Now the old man is realizing that something related to money is interfering between us. He peered closely at the currency note, the like of which he had never seen in his life. And that type of note he has not seen in his whole life. He knew the 5 and 10 by their colors, although always in other people's hand. So only he was knowing 5 rupees note and 10 rupees note. That also in others' hand. In others' hand. And this person is having 100 rupees note. So he is staring at the note and thinking. He peered closely at the currency note, looking very keenly, very closely, the like of which he had never seen in his life. He knew the 5 and 10 by their colors, although always in other people's hand. While his own earning at any time was in coppers and nickel. So always he was earning in copper and nickel. Currency he never work, means whatever he was working, no, he was getting these things in return. What was this man flourishing the note for? And he started thinking that why this man is flourishing, showing this note, perhaps asking for change. And he thought that maybe this man is asking change from me, that I am having the change of this money or not. He laughed to himself at the notion of anyone coming to him for changing 1,000 or 10,000 rupee note. And he started laughing at how anyone can come to me and can ask a change of 1,000 or 10,000 rupee note. He said with a grin, ask our village headman. So he said that don't ask from me, ask from our village headman, because he may be having the answer, who is also a money lender. So our village headman, who is he? He is also the money lender who used to give the money to others. He can change even 1,00,000 of rupees in gold sovereigns if you prefer in that way. So what he can do, he can change your 1,00,000 rupee also in gold if you want that. He thinks nobody knows, and what he is thinking, the headman of the village, that nobody is knowing these things. But dig the floors of his puja room and your head will reel at the sight of the hoard. And what he is saying, he dig the floor of his puja room. Okay, so he is digging his floor at the puja room, and your head will reel at the sight of the hoard. So you can feel this. Okay, where at the sight of the hoard he is digging, no so effect is there. The man disguises himself in rags just to mislead the public. So this man, what he used to do, this man used to disguise as rags. Rags means a poor person, rag pickers, those who are collecting anything from the street, to mislead the people. Talk to the headman yourself because he goes mad at the sight of me. So you don't, I cannot talk to the headman because whenever he used to see me, he used to become mad. Someone took away his pumpkin with the creeper, and he, for some reason, thinks it was me and my gods. So he is thinking that someone is taking his pumpkin, so he is thinking that I have stolen and my gods have eaten. That's why I never let my goats be seen anywhere near the farms. So he is saying that because of this only, never my goats are coming nearby the farms. His eyes traveled to his goats, nosing about. So now he started looking his goats. Where are they? Attempting to wrest nutrition from minute greenery peeping out of rock and dry there. So when he was looking where his animals are there, so that time the animals were peeping out from the rock and dry earth. Okay, peeping out means looking out. So we can see completely, children, that there is a misunderstanding of the thoughts and languages. What he is saying, he is not able to understand, and what he is saying, he is not able to understand. And then we will see the foreigner followed his look and decided that it would be a sound policy to show an interest in the old man's pets. So then the foreigner thought that it would be very good if I show interest in the old man pet animal like goat, so he can become more friendly. He went up casually to them and stroked their backs with every show of courteous attention. So he started showing his affection, compassion, sympathy, generosity towards the goat. Now the truth dawned on the old man. Now the old man was able to guess, or we can say the truth came upon him. His dream of a lifetime was about to be realized. So now his dream of lifetime was realized. He understood that the red man was actually making an offer for the goats. So now he understood that red man is giving me money for the goats. He had reared them up in the hope of selling them someday and with the capital opening a small shop on this very spot. So maybe one day he will open the shop also on this spot and he can sell the goats, because for this money he was waiting, okay, he was feeding the goats. Sitting here watching towards the hills. Now he is sitting and he is watching towards the hills. He had often dreamed how he would put up a thatched roof here, and very oftenly he used to imagine and think that how I will keep the roof, okay, here, spread a gunny sack out on the ground, and how I will spread the sack here on the ground and display on it fruit nuts, colored sweets and Greek coconut for the thirsty and famished wayfarers on the highway. So this type of business he wanted to do, where the people's travelers, they are buying his fruits, fruit seller business, which was sometimes very busy. The animals were not priced once for a cattle show. So animals are not the price that you cannot sell this. But he had spent his occasional savings to provide them some fancy diet now and then. Fancy diet means the diet which is given to them for likes only, that they are liking fancy, okay, in fashion. And they did not look too bad, and my goats are not looking that much bad that this man cannot pay 100 rupees or big amount, because he is foreigner, so anything he can pay. So like this he started guessing. While he was reflecting thus, the red man shook his hand and left on his palm 100 rupee in tens now. So 100 rupee he has put in the palm of the Muni, and in the tens, like 10 rupee, like this 10 notes. Suddenly realizing that this was what the old man was asking, and he realized that this man was asking this money, 100 rupees. It is all for you, or you may share it if you have a partner. So he is saying that 100 rupee you are having, all for you, and if you are having a partner who is also the owner of this horse painting, horse statue, so you can share. The old man pointed at the station wagon and asked, "Are you carrying them off in that?" So he asked that, "Now only you want to take?" "Yes, of course," said the other, understanding the transportation part of it. The old man said, "This will be their first ride in a motor car." So old man said that this will be their first ride, means he is talking about goats, and he is talking about this statue, horse, right? He is selling the 2 goats and he is buying the 1 horse. Horse is a statue and goats are the real goats. So now the confusion is there, that what is going to happen next. The old man said, "This will be their first ride in a motor car. Carry them off after I get out of sight. Otherwise, they will never follow you." So he is saying that you take them when I am not present there. Otherwise, if I am present, no, you cannot take them, because they will not follow you. But only me, even if I am traveling on this path to Yamalok. So he is saying that only with me, if I am there, then they can travel with the Yamalok also. He laughed at his own joke, brought his palms together in a salute. Own joke, he started laughing and bringing his palm like salute, and turned round and went off. And was soon out of sight beyond a clump of thicket. So means much far away he has gone. The red man looked at the goats grazing peacefully, perhaps on the pedestal of the horse, as the westerly sun touched of the ancient faded colors of the statue with a fresh splendor. He ruminated, "He must be gone to fetch some help, I suppose." And he is thinking that he has gone to take some help, so that he can keep this statue in my motor car, and settled down to wait. When a truck came down he stopped it and got the help of a couple men to detach the horse from its pedestal and place it in his station wagon. So after waiting too much, what happened? One truck came and in the truck two people were there. So he is asking help from them to take out this horse and to keep in his car, station wagon. He gave them 5 rupees each. And to both the person, those who were in the truck, he has given 5 rupees each. And for a further payment, they sipped hold of gas on the truck and helped him to start his engine. Further payment, what they have done? They have helped to start the engine also. Okay, because his car was in the need of the gas, right? So he was asking in the beginning that where is the gas station. Muni hurried homeward with the cash securely tucked away at his waist in his dhoti. So Muni was having the money with him and the money was tucked, it was kept, okay, in the waist in his dhoti. He shut the street door and stole up softly to his wife. So very softly, very secretly he is talking to the wife as she squatted before the lit oven, wondering if by a miracle food would drop from the sky. So what the wife was doing, she was wondering that maybe today what is going to happen, from the sky only the food is going to fall down, because she has nothing for the husband to feed. Muni displayed his fortune for the day. So that day Muni is saying that today no luck is there, nothing I am having for you so that I can feed you. She snatched the notes from him. Then, but when she saw the notes, she snatched, counted them by the glow of the fire, and cried, 100 rupees? How did you come by it? Have you been stealing? So many questions she started asking. That 100 rupees, from where you got 100 rupees? Are you started stealing? Okay, bad work you started doing? I have sold our goats to a red-faced man. So he is saying that what I have done, I have sold my goats to the red-faced man. He was absolutely crazy to have them. Gave me all this money and carried them off in his motor car. So he is saying that what happened, I have sold to my goats to the red-faced man and he was crazy, he wanted to have it and he has given me all this money. Hardly had these words left his lips when they heard bleating outside. So hardly they have listened this word that outside someone started talking very loudly. She opened the door and saw the two goats at the door. And when she is opening the door, she is able to see that the goats are there. Here they are, she said. What is the meaning of all this? So you are saying that you have sold the goats, but the goats are outside only. He muttered a great curse and seized one of the goats by its ear and shouted, where is that man? So now this man is muttered. Muttered means speaking with himself, and a great curse and seized. Curse means giving some curse, opposite of blessing, it is bad words he is speaking. One of the goats by its ear and shouting, where the man is? Don't you know you are his? And saying that you should know that you are his, you should be with the man only. Why did you come back? The goat only wriggled in his grip when trying to get free. He asked the same question of the other two, asking with the other goat too. That much innocent and old, that he started talking with the animal. The goat shook itself off. His wife glared at him and declared, if you have theft, the police will come tonight and break your bones. And the wife started saying that if you have theft today, the police will come and the police will break your bones. Don't involve me, I will go away to my parents. And the lady is saying that you don't involve me. If you involve me, what will happen? Before only I will go to my parents. So like this the story is ending, children, and the story is a horse and two goats. Suddenly the story is ending, okay, after the fourth video, but what we can understand, next day what can happen? Okay, story is ending here only, but next day what can happen? Can you all imagine that when in the whole village the news is spread that the statue of horse is missing there, right? So what will be the condition of the people? Or when someone will say that they have seen the foreigner, he was taking the statue, or no one stopped him, or when he will come to know, okay, Muni will come to know that the foreigner has only taken the statue, what he was explaining that this horse is not the simple horse, this horse will save the life of all the good peoples at the end of the world. Okay, so do you think that if he will say to Mundi that I want to buy the horse, Mundi will become ready? So I don't think that the Mundi will become ready to sell the statue, because he was having the belief. And what he was saying, that my grandfather, he has listened the story of horse from his grandfather, and his grandfather from his grandfather. So generation after generation, what is happening? The story is passing from one another. The story is passing from one another. The story of bravery of horse and the soldier. So then he started speaking like what will happen at the end of the time, what the priests are teaching, that the water levels are increasing and they are coming together. So what will happen everywhere? Only water will be there, complete the flood will be there. So that time this horse will become more and more bigger, and this horse will protect all the good peoples. It will make all the good peoples to sit at the back of the horse. Okay, to sit at the back of the horse.